Hello, Grumblies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ryn, and today I have for you the rustic modern starter home. And you guys, this starter home is part of the Starter Home Week series, part 2. I did a Starter Home Week series, oh goodness, I think back in May, and I really enjoyed it, so I decided to do it again. So this is a home that your Sims can own for less than 20,000 simoleons. So I was really excited to do this again, and I hope you all enjoy. So this home in particular, it looks a little different from your traditional home, which you see actually the home right next door to this starter home is one from my first starter week that I ever did. And you can tell this one is a little different. It is a bit more modern. It is not at all traditional, and at least on the outside. The decor took a little bit more of a traditional route, kind of, but nonetheless, the outside is definitely more modern, and it was inspired by a house that I found online after doing a little bit of Google deep diving, and I will make sure to include the link to that home down below. And actually, after looking into it, it's not really a house, but the structure that actually inspired this build is a little like greenhouse shack kind of backyard, I don't know what you'd call it, backyard den that looks really cool. So essentially this, I'll just call it a modernized, a glorified shed. It had this really pretty, oops, sorry, hit my mic. I'm trying to describe things to you using my hands, of course, because you can totally see. But this shed has it has a faux like chimney on the side, which is kind of what I did here, you know. So it essentially from the front, it has that silhouette of a very geometric idea of a house with a chimney. And so I wanted to replicate that. And the shed, the inspiration picture shed, has way more windows, but you know, The Sims has its limitations as far as, you know, completely windowing out walls, especially on the peaks of roofs. So I did my absolute best, but I do think that this came together and I really like it. So I hope you all like it too. And what I decided to do with, just so you guys know, what I decided to do with that kind of chimney area upstairs is I wanted it to, well, first I thought it would be a really cool kind of work area, but then it was just so small that I was like, well, it could be like a lookout kind of thing. Like you could look out from the window up there, but the window was too small, and I was just like, oh, I don't really know. I don't really know what I want to do. So I ended up just making it this kind of, not a walk-in closet, but a walk-up closet. So you can go up the stairs and there's a little display of shoes and clothing on a rack, and then a cute little calendar up there. So honestly, if you decide to download this home, you can put whatever you want up there. If you want to put an actual dresser, oh, and that's something too. I did not initially put a dresser up there because the lot that I started building this home on, I think, cost more than the lot I actually ended up, anyway, the lot values confused the heck out of me with this game because it changed the price. So I worked on this build in, well, here, let me finish one thought and then I'll go on to the next. So anyway, long story short, in that tall chimney weird space, you can put whatever you want: dressers, computers, workspace, whatever. But for now, it's like I said, a walk-up closet. Now, the reason I didn't put anything up there of great value like a computer is because I built this lot initially in Newcrest, and then I hated how it looked in Newcrest because it just seemed to stick out too much and, you know, for getting the best shots and everything, it just didn't work. So I ended up putting it in Windenburg, but this altered the cost of the home. So initially putting a computer upstairs or even a dresser was really pushing the budget up too close to 20K. And I didn't want that. I want to make sure that your Sims have money to live off of, you know, when they move into this home. So when I put it into Windenburg, though, it greatly decreased the cost or the price of the house. Again, it's all very confusing, but at the end of the day, this home is less than $20,000. It looks wonderful in Windenburg, and it worked out. But that's why there's no computer upstairs and there's no dresser upstairs. Anyway, that's a long story for something so insignificant, but I figured I should just explain myself. Also, just so you guys know, this is not, I repeat, this is not only base game items. I wanted to explore a starter build that had items from every pack that I own, and I own, well, fortunately I do own every pack, which I'm grateful for because it gives me a lot of options to play with. So I just wanted you guys to know that I do intend to do another starter home this week, at least one, probably two, that have just base game items. So don't worry, but yeah, I just wanted to have fun with this one and just use all of the options that I had for it. So just wanted you all to know because I thought there might be questions about it. But anyway, this home, and I tend to be doing this with a lot of my homes, this home is very earth toned. There are a lot of wood tones like light wood, dark wood, and all that good stuff, and trying really hard to get away from that, but I can't seem to because a lot of the inspirations that I draw from are those colors. I'm gonna be pushing myself this week, so don't you worry. I did try and lighten it up though with the teal color that you see, that turquoise in the kitchen with the well, now at the end of the day, it ended up just being the oven or the stove, the sink, the chairs, you know, just little accents of teal to just brighten it up because, again, it just was feeling extremely brown and beige, and I tend to get myself in trouble only going that route all the time, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to inject color into this. So bear with me as I expand my design horizons. And now you can see me struggling with the front of the home. I did not know what I wanted to do. And this again was the moment where I was like, this is not working in Newcrest. So I picked up the home and I moved it all the way to Windenburg where it works. I'm extremely pleased with the results. You'll see that it ends up just being a really nice deck in the front, which you'll see right now. But guys, I hope you are enjoying this, and we're gonna go straight into the pictures now, so I'll catch you at the end. All right, you guys, we're gonna leave it here with our Sim Dakota watching a film in her little movie nook. And apparently that film is making her cry. So sorry. Anyway, well, if you guys liked this build, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you are enjoying this channel, please subscribe. Guys, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and the Sims 4 gallery, all RynAsInWin. And this build will be available for download on the Sims 4 gallery. Again, just look for me, RynAsInWin. And you guys, as always, like I say, the internet is a very busy place, so I'm honored that you chose to spend your time with me here today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.